You came. Sorry to call on you all of a sudden.
I don't mind.
First, let me apologize to you. Naomi was turned into an other because I wasn't strong enough to stop it from happening. I'm really sorry for the pain I've caused you.
I don't blame you for that. Anyway, what did my sister give you?
This.
It's her handwriting. Why do you have a handwritten letter from my sister? She never told me you two were close.
I don't think we were. We didn't fight together for too long, and we didn't exchange many words with each other either. However, Naomi didn't let that stop her from reaching out to me. Just read the letter.
These are recipes.
I have a habit of taking on too much work, so I'd often eat very poorly. I thought I hid how tired I was pretty well. But one day, Naomi called me over and handed me this. She said she put together some simple and nutritious recipes so I could take better care of myself when I was busy. She could have just messaged me, but she went through the trouble of writing it out. Can you believe that?
That's just like her.
I was grateful, but it also made me think. How could I neglect my own health to the point where even a rookie was worried? I'm sure Naomi was busy herself, having just joined the OSF.
She was always like that. She'd always prioritize others over herself. So did the recipes help?
Yes. They were easy, tasty, and nutritious. These recipes helped me take better care of myself. I didn't have much experience cooking, but she listed all the steps I needed very carefully. As I read her notes while I cooked, I began to notice how caring each word felt.
My sister was the best. But why are you giving this to me if it's helped you? It's something she made for you.
Handwritten letters are quite precious in this day and age. I thought it would be better if her sister had it. I memorized the recipes already. Besides, nobody is more hurt about Naomi than you. The person who needs it the most should have it.
All right, I'll hold on to it then.
I feel better now that I've given it to you.
What do you mean? Are you saying you couldn't wait to get rid of my sister's letter?
No. I didn't mean it like that. It's just that I'm reminded of what happened to Naomi every time I look at it. I've been with the OSF for a long time. I thought I was used to losing friends. But I still can't accept what happened to her. Whenever I remember, it makes me painfully aware of my own powerlessness. I feel like someone's squeezing my heart. If only I'd looked after the platoon better. There's a chance I could have prevented what happened to her. I'm sorry for unloading on you like this. I know that nobody is more hurt about her than you are.
It's fine. It's not like anything you tell me will make it worse.
I see. But as long as you continue fighting, you'll eventually encounter something you won't be able to carry on your own. As someone who's been in the OSF for many years, maybe I can help. Just reach out whenever you need me.
I don't think anything like that will happen, but I will on the off chance it does. Well, if we're done here, I'm going back.
All right.
He seemed like he really blamed himself for Naomi. I hate to see him waste my sister's kind gesture.
Thank you for coming today.
There's no need for pleasantries. What do you need from me? So, what things about Kara did you want to ask me?
I wanted to ask you how you see my brother.
Why me? There are a lot of other people who have met him.
You might not like hearing this, but I think the two of you are a bit similar.
Similar? You're not talking about our appearance.
No, not that. So what do you think of my brother?
Well, I'm not really that close to him, and it's not like we've talked a lot. I'd like to hear what you have to say about him first. I'm interested in learning what kind of person Karin is.
Alright, well, he seems like a very straightforward person to me.
Straightforward? I've never felt that way about him.
I'm sure there would be a lot of people who would agree with you. Also, I don't necessarily mean it in a good way. He's overly candid, pushing forward without considering anybody else. That's the kind of person he is.
I kind of understand what you're saying. Okay, let me share my impression of him. I recognize Karin's skills, but I think he's condescending, oppressive, and does whatever he wants. Personally, I'm fine that he acts that way, but I don't understand how someone like that can still be popular.
That's a harsh way to put it. I knew you were like him.
How so?
You're both candid. And you also don't compromise with the path you choose to take.
I would never cause an uprising or incite others to get involved.
Maybe not, but people come to you nonetheless. I think that those with a strong will naturally draw other people to them. That can make people like me, who tend to hide in the shadows, a little jealous.
I'm not sure about that. I don't feel like I draw other people to me like Karin does. I think these straightforward people you talk about often create more discord than not. I'm constantly butting heads with people. I feel like it'd be easier if I were more well-mannered like you.
It's not easier. We all have problems.
That might be true, but you always seem so calm and collected. It's almost hard to believe you're his younger brother. You seem like someone who has everything figured out.
Do I? Anyway, let's call it a day. I'm glad I could talk to you.
Is that all you wanted to talk about? I don't feel like I said much.
No, this has been a very worthwhile conversation for me. Thank you.
Oh, Kasane! How are you?
I'm fine. You look alright too.
I'm sorry. I'm actually not alright. I can't just pretend like nothing happened. I hope we can talk about what's going on. I can't stand being your enemy.
I think it's unfortunate too.
I don't want to fight you. We finally became friends. So why do we have to fight?
As long as you're with Yuito, I'll fight you. There is something I have to do.
That's crazy.
If you don't want to fight, why don't you come with me?
What? What are you saying?
I have to achieve my goal no matter what. So I need fighters. I need you, Hanabi.
Are you telling me to make Yuito my enemy? I could never do that.
If it's hard for sentimental reasons, then you can just give me information. Like where he is, or where he's going.
Hey, don't insult me. I would never betray him.
I guess negotiations have broken down. Why are you so angry, though?
Of course I'm angry. Yuito and I grew up together, and he's my friend. He never gives up on his ideals, no matter how hard things are. I know he's worried, and I know it must be hard for him to have to fight you. That's why I have to stand by his side. But you want me to betray him.
All you talk about is Yuito. Why do you care about him so much?
You were the one who started it.
I think we should decide who and why we fight for ourselves, not because of someone else's feelings. Maybe you let other people inform your opinions because you're emotionally immature.
What? How can you say that? I've had enough. Going home.
Hanabi? Maybe I said too much. I failed. I don't get it, though. I wanted to know what she thought, but all she talked about was Yuito. She's intense when she talks about him. She looked just like Naomi. Wait, Naomi had a thing for Yuito. Does this mean Hanabi likes him too? If that's true, then I really did mess up.
Really? Thanks.
This is nice. You have a good eye.
Good taste. There are a lot of things different about you, Kasane. I could say you're an unlikely woman.
Naomi always said I was easily misunderstood.
Yeah, I get that. You just say whatever is on your mind. I generally find staying quiet makes more friends, though. Oh well, that lack of control is one of your good features.
Hey, do you see how great I am now?
I don't know about great, but I do think I've come to understand you a little better.